Have a good day, dear students. My name is Mayuri Karya. I hope you all are well at your home. Today we will see the chapter 2 of Standard 8 Social Science Geography NCERT book. The book name is Social Science Resources and Development. The name of the chapter: Land, Soil, Water, Natural Vegetation and Wildlife Resources. Chapter 2: Land, Soil, Water, Natural Vegetation and Wildlife Resources. In small village in Tanzania, Africa, Mamba gets up very early in the morning to fetch water. She has to walk a long way and return after a few hours. She then helps her mother in the house and joins her brother in the taking care of their goats. All her family own is a piece of rocky land around their small hut. Mumba's father can barely grow some maize and beans on it after toiling hard. This is not enough to feed their family for the whole year. Okay, so means here the people have given the scenario of Mumba's life. Okay, Peter lives, now another person's life. Peter lives in a heart of the sheep rearing region in the New Zealand, where his family runs a wool processing factory. Every day when he returns from school, Peter watches his uncle taking care of their sheep. Their sheep yard is situated on the wide grassy plain with hills in the far distance. It is managed in a scientific way using the latest technology. Peter's family also grows vegetables through organic farming. Okay. So first one scenario we have seen in South Africa, means of Mumbai, and here now second scenario we have seen Peter's life in New Zealand. Okay, Mumbai and Peter stay in two different parts of the world and lead very different lives. This difference is because of difference in the quality of land, soil, water, natural vegetation, animals and the usage of technology. The availability of such resources is the main reason places differ from each other. Land. Land is among the most important natural resources. It covers only about 30% of the total area of the Earth's surface, and all parts of this small percentage are not habitable. The uneven distribution of population in different parts of the world is mainly due to varied characteristics of land and climate. The rugged topography, steep slopes of the mountain, low-lying areas susceptible of water, logging desert area, thick forested area are normally sparsely populated or uninhabited. Plains and river valleys offer suitable land for agriculture, hence these are the densely populated area of world. Land use. Land is used for different purposes such as agriculture, forestry, mining, building houses, roads and setting up of industries. This is commonly termed as land use. Can you list out the different ways in which Mumba's and Peter's family use their land? Okay, so we have seen means they have used their land in a different way. Means Mumba's family having a rocky land, so means hardly the people can means cultivate maize and barley for year. And here in Peter's land, it is a fertile land, so the people are means growing vegetables and other things also. Okay. The use of land is determined by the physical factors such as topography, soil, climate, minerals, and availability of water. Human factors such as population and technology are also important determinants of land use pattern. Land can also be classified on the basis of ownership as private land and community land. Private land is owned by individual, whereas community land is owned by the community, or common uses like collection of fodder, fruits, nuts, or medicinal herbs. These community lands are also called common property resources. Okay, land use. Okay, we are learning. So means in a common property use also people can use. People and their demands are ever growing, but the availability of land is limited. The quality of land also differ from place to place. People started encouraging the common lands to build up commercial areas, housing complexes in the urban areas, and to expand the agriculture land in the rural areas. Today, the vast changes in the land use pattern also reflect the cultural changes in our society. Land degradation, landslides, soil erosion, deforestation are the major threat to the environment because of the expansion of agriculture and construction activities. Okay, so means these, because of this land is being spoiled. Why? Degradation, landslide, soil erosion, deforestation, means these are the means activities spoil the land. Okay, so here means in this picture they have shown that in which ways we people are using the land. So here you can see that for build that building, means for agriculture, for natural life, for roads, and for farming, everywhere means in a different manner. For factories, okay, we are using the lands. Okay, here also in picture you can see the different uses of land. For farming, for living, for natural life. Okay, we people are using the land. Conversion of land resources. Now land is limited. We know very well 3 part of the earth has been covered with water. Only 1 part is land. In that also means to live means habitated land, it means is a limited land. Okay, so means where people can live comfortable life, that kind of land is available in a means small manner. So we have to conserve the land. Okay, so conservation of land resources. So how we can conserve means to protect. Okay, we have to protect the land resources. So how we can protect the land resources? So growing population and their ever growing demand has led to a large scale destruction of forest cover and arable land, and has created a fear of losing these natural resources. Therefore, the present rate of degradation of land must be checked. Afforestation, land reclamation, regulated use of chemical pesticides and fertilizers, and checks on the overgrazing are some of the common methods used to conserve land resources. Okay, so means because of this means overgrazing, we are using means in farming chemicals and pesticides and fertilizers. These things may spoil the land somehow. So soil. Now the thin layer of the greenery substance covering the surface of the earth is called soil. It is closely linked to the land. Okay, so soil means whatever the means things we are growing, that is called the soil. Rest of the thing means that is called the land, but on which we people are growing many things, and somehow it is fertile, that is called the soil. So the thin layer of the greenery substance covering the surface of the earth is called soil. It is closely linked to the land. Landforms determine the type of soil. Soil is made up of organic matter, minerals, and weathered rocks found on the earth. This happened through the process of weathering. The right mix of minerals and organic matters make the soil fertile. Sorry. Okay, so means right mixture of the minerals and fertile make the soil fertilizers make the soil fertile. Okay, so because of this weathering means where the weather is means good, this kind of process can be done. Here you can see the way, the method of conservation of land. Okay, soil, how we can conserve the soil, because land is in a limited proportion, we have to conserve it, otherwise we can means somehow we have to conserve the mainly the fertile soil. Okay, because of means most of the fertile soil is now being converted in a, because of converted in a sand area, or we can say in a these fertile areas. Okay, so counter plowing. Okay, this method we will see further. Counter plowing means in a steep plowing we people have to plow the means crop. Terracing, this is also terrace method, means terrace farming method that we will see further. No till farming, non tillage farming means continuously we don't have to till the means land. It is having a cycle that in which manner means we have to plant the crop and till the means land, so it can be fertile for a longer time. Cover crops means some of the crops are like that of crops that makes the soil fertile. Okay, so that is called the cover crops, or that we can see the shelter belt. Okay, that method also we will see further. Crop rotation. Crop rotation means first if we have taken the means first vegetable crop, then second we have to take the grain crop, then third one we have to take the beans crop. Okay, then fruit. Okay, so this crop rotation should be done. So same kind of nutrition means crop is not taking and means soil is being fertile for a longer time. Now another ways to conserve the soil is plant trees, means wherever the means we are not means growing the crop, there we have to plant more and more trees, plant grasses. Healthy farming means somehow if we can do, we have to do healthy farming, plant gardens to grow crops. What else can we do to conserve the soil? That you have to think that how we can conserve the soil in other ways. Okay, now what things are making the means soil somehow means we can see now leading to the deforestation. So first one is landslide. Landslide are simply defined as a means if we are losing the land to live or to do any work in a landslide. Okay, so landslides are somehow means because of landslide we are losing the land. Landslides are simply defined as a mass movement of rock, debris or earth down a slope. They often take place in conjunction with earthquakes, floods, and volcanoes. A prolonged spell of rainfall can cause heavy landslide that can block the flow of river for quite some time. The formation of river blocks can cause havoc to the settlements. Havoc means somehow means upper side we can say the land means perfectly, but in between the layer of the land there is a means hollow place that is called the havoc. Settlement downstreams on its bursting. It is the hilly terrain. Landslides have been a major and widely spread natural disaster that often strikes life and property and occupy a position of major concern. Okay, what is the landslide? So in hilly area means most of the means sometimes land is being broken from the mountain and coming from downside, somehow this kind of scenario that is called the landslide. Okay, now a case study. A massive landslide hit Pangi village near Rikongpio in Kinnur district of Himachal Pradesh and damaged a 200-meter stretch of old Hindustan Tibet road. Okay, National Highway 22. This landslide was triggered by the intention blasting at Pantagi village. Due to the blasting, this weak zone of slope collapsed and caused intense damage to the road and nearby village. The Pangi village was completely vacated to avoid any possible loss of life. Now, means why the landslide has been done? Because sometimes we people are doing mining. Okay, so we are extracting some ores or means diamonds or minerals from the earth. That's why we have to do the blast. So in that manner means the earth is being break, and whatever the minerals are that we can extract from that. And because due to that means whatever the surrounded areas are that is also being affected, and there means landslide is being occurred. So that is somehow means dangerous thing. Okay, mitigation mechanism. Okay, advance in scientific technique has empowered us to understand what factor cause landslide and how to manage them. Some broad mitigation techniques of landslide are also followed. Okay, so some of the means techniques that people are following, because of that means landslide can be stopped. Hazard mapping to locate area prone to landslide, hence such areas can be avoided for building settlements. Means that hazard area means that kind of particular areas we have to means point out that where means landslide can be occurred, so don't build settlements there. In this way means we can protect the means people also, and protect the means somehow settlements also to be damaged. Okay, second one, construction of retention wall to stop land from the sleeping. Okay, so on mountain areas means like here, so you can build a means slope on the mountain area, so somehow whatever the landslide is being upper side of the area, so what means that big rocks and stone boulders come downside, so we are means building a slope. Because of that it doesn't come downside in the settlement area. Okay, third one, increasing in the vegetation cover the arrest landslide. Means most of trees, if we are means vegetation means trees we can plant. So trees are means we can say forming or binding the means soil of in a firmly manner. So because of that also we can stop the landslide on sloppy areas, because on landslide most probably being occurred on the sloppy area or on mountains. Okay, the surface drainage control work to the control the movement of landslide along with the river water and spring flows. Means on water means whatever the rivers and waters are being flowed, because of these also means landslide can be occurred. Means that force of water taking means big rocks and stone boulder with it. Okay, so that means the drainage system of the water from of that mountain areas or on that sloppy areas we can control, so that in that manner we can control the landslide also. Okay, next, now here the people have been given the formation of soil or soil profile. Okay, so you can see here pigment rocks. Okay, means here is the means rocks, pebbles are there, then weathered rocks minerals. Okay, so here is the mineral, that means somehow is a sticky means substance, then subsoil with sand, still and clay. So this one is the upper side layer. Okay, where means we are planting the means or growing the crops. Okay, so it contains what? So sand, slate and clays, and this one is a fertile part of a land. Now topsoil with the humus and vegetation. Okay, so what is the humus? You know very well, that means wastage of a means trees, that is called the somehow humus. Okay, so means topsoil with the humus and vegetation. So here we can grow means our crops. Okay, factors of soil formation. Now how soil is being formed, that we have to means learn. The major factor of the soil formation are the nature of the parent rock and climate factor. Other factors are the topography, role of organic materials and time taken for the consumption of the soil formation. All this differ from the place to place. Okay, so means soil formation is a means time taking process. In an instant manner or in a few years it is not being formed. Okay, because of means it is a means process of, we can say, thousands of years, not a means recent process. Okay, so soil, first one, climate is the important thing. Like I'm giving the example of Himalaya ranges. So there means soil formation is somehow different and rocky, while because of their weather, okay, and because of their means, we can say, whatever the climate that area is getting, the temperature, rainfall influence, rate of weathering, and human formation is the main things in a climate. Then time determines the thickness of a soil profile. Okay, means because of time duration also soil is being formatted. Like I am telling that in some areas means landslide has been occurred recently, so there is a big stone boulders, but time by time that stone boulders are being broke, means, and taking a means smooth particles of a soil, and it is time by time it is being even in going in an even manner. So that is so there, though the landslide is there, the means soil formation is different. Why? It takes a time. Okay, now flora, fauna, and microorganism means in some areas means we can get the microorganism or means vegetation or trees in a good manner because of climate. So means their soil is different than means on a mountain, we can say. Okay, so flora and fauna and microorganism also affect in the soil formation. Now relief, altitude and slope determine the accumulation of slope. Altitude means height. The height of a soil also determines the quality of its soil. Okay, like the means soil on the mountains and soil on the plains are or plateaus are different. Okay, now parent rock determines color, texture, chemical properties, mineral content, permeability. Okay, so means whatever the minerals we are getting or whatever the sources we are getting from the soil, because of that also means we are the means color of the soil determines, like in which soil means iron ore is there, so somehow that soil will be means because of ironing, or it will be red than the rest of the part. Okay, now degradation of soil and conservation measures. Okay, so why soil is being degradation. Okay, so we have to conserve that kind of soil. So soil erosion and depletion are the major threat to soil as a resource. Both human and natural factors can lead to degradation of soil. Factors which lead to soil degradation are forestation, overgrazing, overuse of chemical fertilizers and pesticides, rainwash, landslides and floods. Some method of soil conservation are listed below. Okay, so some means how we can conserve the soil that the people have been shown. Mulching, the bare ground between plains is covered with a layer of organic matters like straw. It helps to retain soil moisture. Okay, so means don't leave the land bare or unused. Okay, we have to plant some trees or something, so in that manner land is being means we can say fertile. Okay, counter bearing stones, grass or soil are used to build barriers along the counters. Trench are made in front of the barriers to collect the water. Like means on hilly areas means you have to means make the barriers, so in that manner means all means fertile things are not taking with that water. Okay, so barriers stop that fertile things to go with the water. Now rock dam, rocks are built up to slow down the flow of water, means because of the force of water during the rainy season, or means we can say the flow of means area. So because of that means the flow of water, this prevent that if we build the means rock dam between them, so we can prevent the means soil erosion, or we can say whatever the fertile particles water taking with us, that can we prevent. Okay, so means that's prevent the gills and further soil loss. Okay, Now terrace farming, for that means some method the people have been shown us. First one is terrace farming. Okay, terrace farming, broad flat steeps or terrace are made on the steep slopes so that flat surface are available to grow crops. Mostly we cannot farming on the means mountain, but on mountain the people are making the slips or slopes, and that flat surface are available to grow. They reduce surfaces runoff and soil erosion. Okay, so directly sloppy area means getting on the mountain, so water directly coming out and taking means most of the means fertile particles with it. Okay, so the people are making steeps and farming on that. That's in this manner the people are stopping the soil erosion. Here you can see the picture of storm and soil erosion. Okay, so what is the means terrace farming? The counter plowing or counter farming or counter plowing is the farming practice of plowing and we have to learn about the terrace cultivation. Okay, so terrace cultivation method of growing crops on side of hills or mountains by planting on graduate terraces. Okay, so here the people are making terraces. Okay, you can see means the people have been made the slope. So in another method it is being called the terraces. Okay, into the slope. Though labor intensive, the method has been employed effectively to maximize arable land area in variable terrains and to reduce soil erosion and water loss. Okay, so directly water coming from the slope, but means from the mountain, but when we are making the slopes, so in that manner the water loss and the soil loss we can prevent. Okay, second one is intercropping, means time by time we have to means intercropping. That is also the method of intercropping. Different crops are grown in alternate rows and are shown at different time to protect the soil from the rain wash. Okay, so for likewise means here you have means grown different crop, and in another line you have grown the different crop. So the duration of means growing the crop is different. So in that manner whatever the nutrients are there in a land, that is not being taken by crop together. Okay, so that duration is different, so somehow soil is being means fertile. Okay, counter plowing parallel to the counter of a hill slope, forming a natural barriers for water to flow down the slope. Here means counter plowing. Okay, so here the people have been grown the crop. Actually this is a picture of a counter plowing. Okay, so here the people have been grown the crop, and here the people have built the barriers, means stones or pebbles the people have been kept in a one row, and in one another row the people are making growing a common crop. So because of that barriers, the means losing of water or soil is being prevented. Here in this picture you people can see the counter plowing. Okay, you can see in this picture in one row the people have been grown the crop, in another means row the people have been pebbles or something barriers. So when they means irrigate give the water to the plants, means instantly water loss or soil loss cannot be done. Okay, so counter plowing or counter farming or counter plowing is the farming practice of plowing and or planting across a slope, flowing its elevation counter lines. These counter lines create a water break. Counter lines, here you can see in this picture counter lines. Okay, so that counter lines create a water break. Okay, means if we are irrigate means give the water to this row, so it prevent the water loss. Okay, so counterlines create a water break which reduce the formation of reel and glide, reducing time to heavy water runs off. Means heavy water sometimes in a rainy season run off from the on the crop, that prevent from that. The water break also always more time for a water to settle into a soil. Okay, so because of that, means soil can be store in soil for a longer time. Now last one, shelter belt. Okay, here in this picture you can see the shelter belt. Shelter belts in the coastal and dry regions, row of trees are planted to check the wind movement to protect soil cover. Okay, so what happen eventually, means because of air, means whatever the fertile part of the soil is being going in a air, and the land is eventually being barren land. Okay, so to prevent the land barren, here the people are build a shelter or a row of tree. Because of that, the fertile particle of land cannot be go out of the land. Okay, here in this picture you can see the shelter belt. Okay, here is the fertile land, and on which side the wind is coming, from that the people have been built a belt of a shelter or tree. Because of that, it means whatever the fertile particle of this land will not go with the air to the out of the land. Okay, here the strong winds and held aloft. Okay, here you can see what is the calm even in winds, whatever the because of some harsh wind, the crop is being getting spoiled. That is also prevent this shelter belt. Okay, shelter belts are row of trees usually along fence line. Okay, so the row of trees use fence lines, like fencing it is being the grown. They are planted mainly to protect animal or crops from the cold winds. Okay, so cold wind cannot be enter in the land, and animals are also cannot be also enter in the land. But also to give shade in hot weather, it gives shade to the hot weather to the crop. Okay, because of that crop is not being spoiled, or we can say burn. Okay, in regions such as Canterbury, where there is a lot of cultivated land, shelter belts also reduce wind erosion. Okay, with water fertile particles of the land is going na, and that is called soil erosion na. Likewise, that means with air also fertile particle of land is going from one place to other place. Okay, so to reduce that kind of soil erosion also shelter belts are helping. Okay, in cultivation. Thank you so much. Today we are keeping our lecture up to here. Tomorrow we will see the further lecture. I hope you like this lecture. Thank you so much.